Hello, you are welcome to my UI UX series. I am Boahen, and with this series, we will be learning UI UX, which stands for user interface and what user experience. You will get to know the start and the finish or the end of what UI UX. That's acquiring your first client or getting your client and making sure your client is satisfied with the product or your output. You will get to know all the workflows or the procedures you must sort take to get the work done. So let's start or get to know what UI UX is. UI, which stands for user interface, means or has to do with the things you see and what you can see and touch. Or let's say with digital screens and stuff, the screens you see, the colors, that's what we refer to as what the user interface. Imagine you have a bicycle. You have a bicycle. All the parts you can see, the handlers or the handlebars, the seats, the tires, the color of the bicycle are out. The UI of the bicycle. With the UX, which stands for user experience, it's how you feel after riding the bicycle. How you feel. Was the riding or was your ride comfortable? Is it easier to steer? Does it make the ride enjoyable? So with all that will be classified under what? User experience. That's how you, the user, felt after using the product. So how user experience, how a person or the user feels about interacting with or experiencing a product. And when we talk of product, a product is what? A good or service or a feature. It could be a physical product like a watch, a gamepad. So product is just about a good or service. It can be watch, gamepad, and others. For good user experience of a product, any product, for a user to have a good feeling after using your product, the product must be what? Usable. It must be usable, which is easier to use. The product must be easy. Your product must be easy to use. And it must also be equitable. It must be equitable. Equitable in this case is what? Accessibility. We are talking of in UI UX, we have something called accessibility. That's equitable, including all people, the disabled, the able, including all in your product, not just designing for the able. And in this case, when the product comes out, some people will be disabled and will not be able to use your product. So also your product must be enjoyable. So after being usable, after being equitable, it must also be enjoyable. That's the positive connection. When a user uses your product, they should, or he or she should what? Enjoy it. So it must be enjoyable. They should have a positive connection. Then Your product must be useful. Your product must be useful. Useful in a sense that it should be able to solve or the problem that the product was made for or was intended to solve. Your product must be useful. So a good user experience of a product. So for a user to have a good experience, your product must be what? Must be usable, must be equitable. It must be what? Enjoyable, and it must be what? Usable. Or we talked of the usable, so it must be useful to be able to solve the problem the user needs. Thus, it should be able to solve the problem the product was made for, the product was intended to solve. So in this lesson, we learned what a UI UX is and what a good product should be. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep building, and I'll see you in the next video. Kindly subscribe if you found this video useful. I hope you did. Kindly subscribe. Thank you.